What's up, guys? It's Dante down here at Granite Run Buick GMC, guys. And in today's video, I have behind me this beautiful used Honda Accord, and I wanted to make a quick video. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, and I finally said, you know what? It's a little slow today. Losing my mind being indoors, making all my calls and emails. I'm like, let me get some fresh air and do something productive with this. So I want to make this video, guys, of some tips of what to look for when you're buying a used vehicle. You know, I know there's a lot of information and misinformation out, you know, on YouTube here and on the internet and the power of Google, and people will always speak first, sometimes without being educated. So I just want to give you some tips and tricks that I want to showcase if you're buying a used vehicle. Enjoy the video. All right, guys, here I have a very clean example of a Honda Accord. This one is a Honda Accord sedan. It is a V6, which is a rare model. This one's a 2016, 60,000 miles. Beautiful car, guys. But the purpose of this video, again, is to show you some things of how do you think, if you came on this lot and you didn't know me and you're looking at this car, what are some telltale signs to look for? So we're gonna start on the exterior, especially on the front of the vehicle. Over here, you're gonna check basically right around the headlights. Check your gaps, they call it. It is all your gaps for where the fender meets the bumper, where the fender meets the headlights, and the hood meets the headlights. Because what you're gonna look for is, if there was previous work done, there's a good chance, no matter how good of a shop that repaired it, there's a good chance you're gonna see something misaligned. So for instance, if you got finger gap here, you're gonna run your finger along there and you're gonna see that you have a consistent gap right along there. So that looks good so far. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to come up here and you're going to check where the hood meets the top of the fender. Again, you're going to see a nice consistent gap, as well as, if you can see this, let me zoom in real quick, it's aligned. So sometimes, again, often if it's in a front end collision, this hood might be sitting down here, or the hood might be sitting up a little high. Just again, some things to point out, you know, under observation. Let's pop the hood. All right, guys, under the hood. Now, you're gonna laugh. Technically, yes. If a car lot is selling a used vehicle, could they do an amazing job detailing under the hood, making all this look brand new? Yes, they could. The reality is, most used car lots, the goal is one thing. It is profit and speed. I guess that's two things. But profit and speed, what that means is they get a car in, they want to get it through their shop as fast as possible, they want to get it on the lot and looking presentable as possible, and they want to also sell it as fast as possible, excuse me. The faster they sell the car, the quicker and the higher profit in theory they should make. So let's take a look here. First off, there's a beautiful V6 engine. It looks great. But some things you're going to notice is, check your hoses, right? The rubber looks good. You can see all the markings on it, okay? Hoses look good. How about the caps? This is a simple windshield wiper cap. Well, look, it looks good. You can see this little crevice here shows that it was opened up, right? But it actually looks nice. Check the battery, guys, especially buying a used vehicle. There's usually a battery date code. Now, it could be on the side of the battery, but on this one, they made it easy for all of us, especially for the video. This battery was just replaced in May of 2025. So it's a current year battery, and also terminals look good. I'm not gonna touch them right now. And even the little plastic cap covering that covers the terminals looks good, guys. So that's a good start. Moving along, guys, this is something on the side fenders here I like to showcase. If you want to take a look at the fender here, you're going to see this screw. Okay, what would be a sign, do you think, if this was worked on? Well, this fender, this washer, if it was taken off and apart, 9 times out of 10, this washer is going to be over a little left. You might see some paint markings, or better yet, the second thing I like to showcase would be your plastic tabs here. So again, most modern day cars, guys, you're going to have plastic push pin tabs, right? You basically have a pry tool. Again, a certain tool that you pop this up, it pops out, and it's a little push pin, almost like a zip tie, but a push pin, especially these right here, okay? Now, if this car had been worked on in the front, okay, a lot of times you're gonna see this right here might be chewed up, or it'll be scraped. This might be missing, you know, something might be hanging. But again, in looking at these, you notice the plastic looks brand new. It doesn't look chewed up. Again, think about a shop speed. You know, a non-reputable shop, guys, they might just use a flathead screwdriver and just basically needle nose pliers, which would tear this up. And guess what? they're not going to invest the money necessarily to find OEM or similar replacements, so they just pop them on. Because again, speed, they just want it put back together. So this is a great example. They all look nice. That's something to look for. Another thing you can look for, right? Get some little leaves here, but you're going to like this, guys, is original markings. Every car at some point when it left the factory probably had some type of paint marking, or almost like, think of it like a Sharpie mark on certain parts. When you find these original markings from the factory Honda, that's a good sign, because that also means that's a factory part, which means, again, this strut tower, this looks like a factory nut right here. So that's a good sign that that was not taken apart. Just signs. Again, is it 100% fail-safe? No. Buying any vehicle, used or new, is never 100% fail-safe, but just some tips to look for under the hood. Some exterior tips, guys. Again, I don't want this video going too long, so I'm going to try to speed it up, but your fender liners, especially if you're in the northeastern states where we have snow and the roads are all salt. This right here, it's painted. It's not bent up. It's not sharp. So the paint's still on it. There's no rust, at least what the eye could see. So that's a good sign that this car could have been garage kept, but it at least was maintained. It was washed. That's a good sign. We mentioned earlier up front about the gaps in the fenders. Do the same thing all around the car. Again, if that sales rep is acting pushy and just trying to say, here, let's go for a drive. We're done. Here, grab the keys. Let's go. You want to make a deal? There might be a reason, right? It's not just always he wants to sell a car. Think about that. Take a minute. Just say, hey, man, give me 20 minutes. Let me walk around the car. Then we'll gladly go for a drive. But you know what I mean? Ease some of that pressure off, guys. Right here. Gap right here. Let me zoom in real quick. The rear quarter panel. Bam. Beautiful. Right into the rear bumper line right here. Which, again, good telltale sign that the rear bumper was not removed at any time for paint work. Fender gap looks good. Fender to there. Look, even this one, pinstriped, but even the pinstripes are still lining up, meaning a door wasn't removed or anything. And then lastly, come around to the backside. Again, check out the taillight gap with taillights, and then of course the trunk lid gap. So check your gaps. Check the fender wells, guys. The lips on the fenders right here. Make sure you don't have any rust. I'm not going to get all dirty, but check your pinch welds. Make sure they don't look mangled. And then when you open the car, let's finish with one last part in the inside. Simple stuff. Check the lower rear door, the lower door panel in the front. Because again, when you get in and out, if you're rushing, if you're not trying to take care of your car, this will probably be scraped up from feet, kicking it by accident. And then also, if they get in rough, the previous owner would have probably destroyed this, but this person took good care of it. They actually got in the car like this, the right way. They took their time, they got in, but they didn't get out all aggressive, like, and kick the door and that kind of thing. All right, guys, we're back outside the car. So we went over what to check under the hood, check the date on the battery, check all your fasteners for the front grille, front bumper, the plastic push pins, check for original marking or date codes. And then on the inside, check the lower driver's door panel, the kick panel right here. Just kind of gives you an idea. It will never give you the full story, guys, but it gives you an idea of what you're about to purchase. Godspeed, have fun, hopefully find that car of your dreams. If you're looking for a vehicle, please reach out. You can message me on here, drop a comment. We do ship cars, so I can arrange that as well, guys. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope this helps you on your journey of buying a used vehicle. Take care.